Now, high technology and school lunches don't necessarily go hand in hand. However, an up-and-coming local company marrying the two together, giving parents more control over just what their kids are eating at school. Let's get more on this for you now with Stephen Austin, General Manager of Flexi Schools. It's a finalist in the Dell Small Business Awards, represented here incidentally today by Jay Turner. Gentlemen, a warm welcome to you both. Let's just first, before we get into the detail of Flexi Schools, understand what you've been looking for in these awards. What does Dell sort of bring to the table over this?
Yeah, look, we actually, Michael Dell, not everyone knows that Dell is not just a badge, it's a person's name, and Michael Dell started Dell 25 years ago. He's only 45. He started out making his computers in his university, and so he's got a real passion for small businesses. He's still got his name on the door. He started out as a small business, and so that's where it's really come from. But the awards for us are exciting because they're about actually customer service and customer experience awards, but with a specific focus around innovation and technology. So it's exciting for us to be involved in that.
Stephen, what was the trigger point for this new business, and walk me through just how you can use this on a day-to-day basis?
Well, what Flexi Schools is it's an online e-commerce platform built specifically for school communities. One of the most popular aspects of the service is the online ordering system for the school tuck shops. And what that is addressing is the ever-diminishing pool of volunteer resources. So the volunteers are struggling to maintain their services due to these, the restriction in staff. What we do is provide a system to streamline the way that they're collecting the orders and producing them every day, but also giving the parents the ability to make it easy for them to order every day and deal with the difficulty of finding cash in the morning.
This is, for viewers, my producer here, my executive producer, Stephen, sort of doing the fantasy lunch, and you can't really see the detail on this, but is this bespoke to every tuck shop around the country? I mean, how do you personalise this? Because everyone's not going to be stocking, the beef burgundy pie.
Absolutely.
As it were.
Well, what we do, the tuck shops supply us with their menu, and we put it into the online format. And as you can see, it allows the selection of items, but also customisation of things. So that, of course, kids are notoriously fussy, and it allows them to, say things like no tomato and add extra lettuce and that sort of thing. So we basically take their menu, we put it online for them, and when parents register, they're adding a child to their account. And when they do that, they say which school that child goes to. Our system can then marry the school to the menu and shows them the correct menu. Is
there a default option that if you forget to wake up and log on, and by default forget to order your kids' lunch, it'll put that order through anyway?
Well, it can do. A lot of parents use our repeat order facility. Yeah. So once you've placed an order in the system, it will then ask you, do you want to place this every Friday? And you can just tick a box saying yes, and the system will automatically roll that order over for you.
Is it also a bit like some of these other online purchasing sites where it might say, because you ordered this, you might also be interested in this, and widen the experience? So give them, if they've gone for certain products, vegetarian options, you'll give them a broader extension of that.
Look, it doesn't do that, but what it does do is it provides additional information to parents that wouldn't be available normally through a paper-based menu, so they can see green, amber and red items. They can make more informed decisions because they can see detail on the ingredients that are contained in the items.
How do you make money, though? At the end of the day, Michael Dell didn't just sit in his back, corner room. He grew the business. How are you going to really expand? What's at the heart of it?
Okay, well, the fee structure is that the parents are paying 20 cents when they place that order, and there's also
every individual order.
Every individual order.
So a can of orange juice will be 20 cents additional.
A whole day's order would be one order. Right. So, if it's a $5, if it adds up to $5, it'll be $5.20. Yep. So there's that side of the revenue, and then also there's a merchant fee side of the revenue. So we collect the funds, and we're transferring those through to the school. There's a merchant fee.
Really briefly, will you expand this into the corporate space? Has this got some sort of usage?
We actually originally came from the corporate space, so we've been operating the corporate space for a few years now, and we actually moved into the education space using all the technology, but also the customer service. We've got a very advanced CRM which allows our customer service staff to be able to deal very quickly with any issues that arise. We have a 1300 help desk and an email-based desk. So we've actually taken all those experiences from the corporate space and we moved into the education space. So,
Jay, really briefly as well, other finalists today, who's in the running?
Oh, there's
vying for this award.
Yeah, well, there's 10 finalists today, and the winner will be announced around lunchtime. There's all sorts of industries in this, and this is what makes it so exciting. There's people who have innovated, and you can buy a shed online for the first time of all things. Imagine that. There are companies that are working around translation services online, so that's quite exciting. We've had our previous winner was into point-of-sale retail software, which is exciting. We've also had a finalist last year who made concrete bunkers that you could turn into wine cellars. So it's a very broad range. It's a great promo to
What do you get?
Okay, so the winner today will get a $25,000 worth of IT support, etc. for their business, and then they'll go on to represent Australia in the global competition.
Great leg up, and all the best to you as well tonight with that. Appreciate you both coming on the show. Jay Turner from Dell, Stephen Austin from, of course, Flexi Schools. We'll take a short break. Stick with us.